After days on the road, it felt right to head back into the hills. Otto and me, my backpack and a bothy tucked away somewhere in the northwest of Scotland. No big plans, just getting off grid for a little bit and exploring one of the most remote corners of the west coast. If you're new here, hi, I'm Elli. I spend most of my time hiking and backpacking with my dog Otto, exploring wild places and feeling right at home out here. Come along and follow us on a journey into quieter places and simpler days.
Otto and I are in the northwest of Scotland and we're about to start a little micro-adventure, our first overnight trip of the year. We're going to spend the night in a remote bothy on the Applecross Peninsula. But first off, I need to pack my stuff. And I have a new pack. This is the Atom Pack's Prospector, a 50-liter pack that I'm going to use for the first time today, just to see how it fits, and then if all goes to plan, I'm planning to take it on a longer hike. So far so good, everything fit in pretty nicely. Ooh, quite a heavy pack, but the hike to the bothy is not too long, maybe around 2 hours, I think. Really excited to see how it carries the weight. I think I'm all ready. Let's go! Two and a half miles. Let's go! It's a bit boggy, even though it hasn't rained much over the last 2 weeks. My plan for today is to hike to Uags Bothy, which is at the southern tip of the Applecross Peninsula. We just set off from Toscaig like half an hour ago. It's not a very long hike. From where I parked, it's about 4 miles, I think just under 4 miles. But I still have over 2 hours of daylight left, so that should work out perfectly. I'm really excited for a bothy night. I have quite a big heavy pack because I think I'm carrying 5 or 6 kilograms of firewood, like fuel logs, which is a first for me because so far I've been using bothies on multi-day trips where obviously you can't carry in firewood. I can see the van down there and there's no other car that's parked up. So I think the chances are pretty high that we're going to have the bothy to ourselves, because the footpath from Toscaig is basically the only option to hike to the bothy. There's another one that goes around, but it's apparently quite rough. And the village, as you can see, it's pretty remote, so unless it's someone local, you need a car to get you to this place. This over there in the distance, this is the Isle of Skye. These mountains are the Coolin Ridge. There's Broadford over there.
We walk over a hill and out onto the moors, and just like that, the last signs of the village are gone. It's strange how quickly it feels remote out here, even though you haven't gone very far at all.
This is always the thing with the Highlands. Even though a hike might not be very long, but still just takes a mile or so outside the village, and it can look like that. Just boggy terrain, no real features for orientation. And this is the first and biggest stream that we have to cross, and as you can see, it's just a very, very small stream. Apparently it can be quite hard when it's in spade to ford it, but you can really see how dry it has been, even though it's winter.
The area around Toscaig feels really remote. Open moor and no sound apart from the wind over the hills. Even though the area feels so barren now, you can still spot little traces of people who once lived here. Old walls, faint paths, and the remains of shielings. It's kind of hard to believe that this quiet, wild place was once home to small communities.
Wow, what a gorgeous view! This is the second stream that we have to cross, but also not a lot of water in it. There's apparently a tiny little stream right next to the Bothy, but because it's been quite dry, I'm not sure if it's still running. So I think I'm going to filter my water from here. Okay. Yeah. Otto's in a good mood.
Out on the southern tip of the Applecross Peninsula sits Uags, a now abandoned settlement that was once home to about 35 people, mostly crofters and fishermen. By the 1930s, the last families had left and their houses slowly fell into ruin, before one of the cottages was turned into a bothy. Views stretch out over the Growling Islands and across to sky. And apart from the wind and the sea, there's barely a sound. It's the kind of place that feels a little bit magical. Simple, remote, and completely still.
Exactly 2 hours to get here, and it's been a bit rougher than you would expect if you just look at the distance and the elevation profile. The path really is indistinct in places. There are quite a few paths around. This is one room. Oh, look at that. Ah, this is cute and cozy. Oh, wow. As expected, it's not a very busy bothy. There have been people here a couple of days ago. A couple of people, 4 or so, but then no one for the entire month of January. Wow, look at this view! This is so stunning. There's even a little beach down there. Oh, wow, this is incredible. I'm going to get my firewood out and then make a coffee. Woohoo! This is what I have to make a fire. 2 of these smaller starter logs and then 5 of these really heavy, I think each one weighs more than 1 kilogram, 5 of these fuel logs.
Bothy is about as simple as it gets. An unlocked shelter, open to everyone passing. No comforts, no electricity, no running water. Just a place to step out of the weather. But somehow, that's what makes it special. A small refuge in a big, wild landscape. This is so nice. This looks so cozy. The Bothy feels cozy inside, especially on a winter night. The fire is crackling and the wind whistles through the chimney. There's not much to do here. No signal, no distractions. Just time to slow down. You notice the little things, the glow of the flames, the smell of the wood smoke, the moon rising over the hills. Usually I don't bring any special drinks or something like that because obviously I'm carrying a lot of stuff, but for today, for this special occasion, I even brought a beer. It feels special to just be out here in the middle of nowhere, to let your thoughts wander and to disconnect from everyday life for a little while. So nice just being far away from everything, from everyone, just having some peace and quiet. Really, really enjoyed that. We're going to sleep now and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. We had a really good night's sleep. It's almost 8 o'clock now and it's getting light outside. So I think I'm going to get up and make a coffee. This is such a special location, just right by the sea, surrounded by these Atlantic oak woods. Wow. The water just outside the Bothy seemed a bit sketchy because there's a lot of sheep poo around. And it wasn't very fast flowing. So I make sure to have a rolling boil for 1 or 2 minutes, just to be really safe. I'm having an easy breakfast. I brought a croissant and a pain au chocolat. I'm going to finish my tea and then pack up, tidy up the bothy. As always, taking all our rubbish with us, of course. Ooh, my pack is going to be so lightweight because obviously the firewood is all gone now. Ah, this is cool. Oh wow, it's quite a big bothy. Look at that. Wow, you can really see that the MBA, the Mountain Bothies Association, has put in a lot of work. Wow, this looks all quite new. Ooh, what a nice day. I'm all packed up, the bothy is cleaned, so let's go! Near Uags, you pass through small pockets of Atlantic oak woodland. These forests are some of the last of their kind, remnants of the ancient woodlands that once covered much of the west coast. They have been here for centuries, but today they are rare and fragile, surviving only in sheltered spots, fenced off to protect them from deer. Walking through them feels like stepping into a much older version of this landscape. Such a beautiful day. It's quite breezy and it's cold, but at least the sun is out, which is so nice. This looks so stunning, so wild. Life in Applecross has always moved at its own pace. For over 1,000 years, it's been known in Gaelic as Am Comrach, the sanctuary. People have lived here off crofting and fishing for centuries, with access only over steep hills or by boat. Even now, it still feels a little apart, a place that has stayed wild through the centuries. It's a bit boggy again, but not too bad. Otto, as always, walking ahead. And we are back. We've made it back to the van, another 4 miles from the Bothy to Toscaig, and it was a really nice winter micro-adventure, just under 24 hours, but it really felt so remote, so off-grid. It was really nice just being immersed in nature, having great views. Since I set off from here yesterday, I didn't see
another person, which was so nice, just having a cozy evening in the Bothy. This is it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, for everything, and we'll see you soon. Bye!